Guys, just back to do a quick contest entry for MeanMrMayo's 500 subs contest. Congratulations, Joe. Amazing amount of subs, and I know why, because your channel's really good. You did some great content on there. Your knowledge of the Beatles and their releases and foreign releases is just amazing. You show some really good, interesting finds. A lot of stuff you've got I'm very jealous of, I must admit. But yeah, great contest, great personality. You keep your videos short. I don't know how you do it, because I can never get them under 10 minutes. But yeah, I'm really happy for you, mate. I hope your channel goes from strength to strength. I always look forward to seeing your videos. So yeah, cool, man. I hope you're having a good new year as well, and a great contest to start with. So I've got 5 questions. I've got answers for the 5 questions. Don't know if they're in the same right order, but you know, I'll give it a go. So question 1 was a band that you're quite happy with, just their greatest hits you've just seen already, I suppose. For me, yeah, that's Queen. I like them to a point, and the point is their greatest hits. I'm not that interested in getting anything else of theirs. I do have Queen too, but it's because I got it in a box of records from a friend. I'm not that fussed of them, really. Yeah, they've got some good songs. I mean, Fat Bottom Girl I quite like. It's probably one of my favourite songs of theirs. Somebody to Love, good track. You know, We Will Rock You, Caesar 7 Right. You know, I mean, it's the best of. I appreciate the band, and I know why people do like them. But for me, this'll do. Thanks very much. Next up, the artist that you're embarrassed by, or you don't really talk about too much, or you know, you're not going to tell your friends down a pub you've got. For me, I don't collect these. This is the only album of theirs I do have. Now I did have a few more, but I got rid of them. This is Clannad, and it's the collection again. It's a best of, purely because this reminds me of my mum. My mum's a massive fan of Clannad. The Clannad, if you don't know them, they're a Scottish folky. Country type band who were fairly big in the 80s. They did a lot of songs in Gaelic, so the Irish, Scottish language, Welsh to a point, and yeah, they're pretty okay, you know. They did a lot of film soundtracks. They did the theme from Harry's Game, which was a film in the 80s, and they also did a TV series soundtrack called Robin Hood from the 80s that had Ray Winston in it, and Simon Cadell, I think his name was, who played Robin Hood. They were pretty big, and it just reminds me of the time when we were living in Scotland. It reminds me of my mum, who, you know, be singing this type of stuff at the top of her voice, and I say she's still a big fan. She goes to see them now and then when they play. But I just picked up the collection because it just reminded me of my mum, really. So it's not really embarrassed about, but obviously it's not something that I talk about a lot, or you know, want to collect more of. This will do me. Again, so it probably goes back to the last question as well. I could say this was, you know, an answer for that one as well. But this is probably one of my more embarrassing tracks, I suppose. I do maybe have one more that's quite embarrassing, where I can find it quickly. I'm going to find it now, am I? No. Oh, anyway, that'll do for now. Cool. Next up, the artist you just don't get, or you don't understand why people are into it. Well, it's not that I don't understand why people are into it, because that'd be silly of me not to understand why other people are. It's just I don't get, and I know that people are big into them. So for me, that would have to be Kraftwerk. This is Autobahn on Vertigo, but and this is a really good, cool, nice copy, but on the embossed motorway sign. And I picked this up purely because I wanted to give it a try. I wanted to listen to it, but I've listened to this a couple of times now, and I just can't get into it. Not my type of music, really. I mean, I don't mind electronic music, not at all. I mean, I actually like quite a few electronic bands, and I know that they are very influential in music and bringing certain types of music, especially electronic music, forward. But just their style and their brand of music, of electronic music, it's a bit much for me to take. So, like I say, again, I appreciate where they're coming from, and I understand why people like them, and I understand their massive influence on music, especially the dance, electronic, and that kind of era, but just not for me, really. I have it, Again, just because I picked it up to give it a go. That's it really. I just don't nice artwork, mind, but I just don't get it. Next question was the song that's been killed off for me, or overplayed, or you know, just done to death. For me, that would be the song "Jealous Guy" by John Lennon. I don't have John Lennon's version. I have Roxy Music's version of "Jealous Guy." Sorry, even on that side. I just don't have a copy of it, but I really enjoyed that song. I mean, it came out before I was born, so I can't imagine how much it got played then. But I mean, I just can't listen to it now. Even this version, I can't. It just doesn't do anything for me. I did like it at first. When I first heard of it, I really enjoyed it, and then it just quickly, for me, became overplayed, and it's still overplayed now. You hear it so much still, and I mean, I really liked John Lennon. Obviously, I loved him when he was in the Beatles, and I like some of his stuff he's done since. But and I do like "Jealous Guy," but I just think it's been killed off, and if I never have to hear it again, it wouldn't really bother me. Either Roxy Music's version or any other people's versions, but it's a shame because I think it's a great song, but it's just been done for me. And the only reason I've got this again is because it was given to me in a box of records. So, and I do like Roxy Music, so it's kind of cool to have in the Roxy Music collection, which is fine. But as far as the song goes, "Jealous Guy," I can't ever see this side of this getting played. The other side, "Turn You On," I'll play that, yeah, definitely. But "Jealous Guy," that's the one for me that's done and dusted. So that's that. Now the last question, grooming. Grooming to get ready for your videos in the VC. I mean, come on, does this need grooming? Look at me. I'm only joking. No, not really. I try not to wear the same shirt all the time, but I find myself wearing my red Swindon shirt quite a lot when I make my videos, purely because I make my videos in my house. And when I'm in my house, you want to, you know, relax, feel comfortable, and I put on my football shirt because that makes me feel. And I notice a lot of people in the VC also, they wear their, you know, their sports shirts, whether it be American football or soccer shirt or, you know, whatever, basketball shirts, whatever you want to feel comfortable in. And I think that's what it is. If you can feel comfortable in the camera, you know, and you can, you know, make good videos, you don't feel like you have to be on, you know, standing to attention and looking your best. So, you know, it doesn't really bother me. I don't care if, you know, if you're wearing your pyjamas or you're wearing your PJs, you've just come in from work covered in fucking shit from head to toe. Just make some good videos and, yeah, it's cool. So, personally, no, I don't get ready for much. There may be a few takes that I do because I think my hair's a little bit fucking skewish, but not really. I don't really worry about it too much. Apart from the odd little bit of lippy now and then. Only joking again. But yeah, no, I don't really get ready really. Just get on here and crack on and do it. So cool. Right, great contest, Rob. I've seen a lot of entrants for the contest, and they've been pretty good as well. Hopefully this one can match up as well. And I'll catch you on the flip side, guys. Cheers.